Sudip, it's a pleasure to welcome you.
Thank you.
You are working with a founder, you're an investor. The topic that you were speaking on earlier was how to be lean and scale fast. And obviously, with the support of AI, it works both ways. Bootstrapped or funded. But first perspective is the technology advent of AI and how younger startups can leverage this to grow fast.
Yes. Sorry. By the way, I'm also a recovering founder, so founder turned VC. I think to answer your question, frankly, what we are seeing right now is there's so much progress that you can make on the product side that has not been possible before. Like earlier, you would raise money just to hire a team and build a product for like a couple of years before you go to market. Now, you're actually building your first MVP in like 3 months. It's already in the hands of your users and you're scaling. So that is like fundamentally different because you can do so much more with so much less these days.
So, when you go out or entrepreneurs seek you out for funding, with the new mantra is grow lean, grow fast. Before you give the money out, what are the couple of things you would look into an entrepreneur?
So absolutely, the first thing is this someone who understands the space well? So I invest in enterprise IT, enterprise software. You have to have lived the problem before in your life. You don't just wake up one fine day and start building a company in this space. This is not consumer. So that's the first thing we always look for, which is founder problem fit. And the second thing is this a team that is prepared to go long? So as an investor, what I'm really looking for is teams that can really build for the next 7, 8, 10 years. The best companies need 10 to 12 years to build easily. So we're looking for people who have that conviction, have that let's call it fuel in the tank to go long. And the last thing is, look, we are always looking for, at the end of the day, really interesting markets. I mean, there's a saying that the best teams still get defeated by the worst markets, right? So is this a market that we want to place a bet in? That is always like something we think of. Sometimes the market is here, sometimes it's not. But at least we should have the conviction that this is a great market to build in.
So AI is still a very evolving market. People are trying to, find their footing here. When you look at this landscape emerging, are there, sub verticals that you're looking at to focus on? And then has the mindset evolved with the advent of this technology and the adoption of technology, more importantly?
Yes, my lens is, basically I'm not really looking at net new market when it comes to AI. Might surprise you to hear that because there are so many massive market opportunities within our existing enterprise markets that you and I know. The question is, can you go and disrupt those? That is what I'm looking for. So we all have grown up, for example, using SaaS companies, SaaS tools, right? Today, for any typical workflow, you probably use 5 to 10 different SaaS tools. There's a huge opportunity to go and disrupt that entire 10 SaaS tools by building a solution that actually automates the entire workflow. So that is like an existing problem, existing budget, but a much bigger opportunity and disrupt multiple different companies. So I'm not really in the hunt of, okay, here is a brand new use case because I'm an enterprise investor. But I think, I'm always in the hunt for how can you do it very differently from how it is done today. And AI makes it possible.
Finally, the lens has changed from an entrepreneur to an investor. Can you give us a peek into both sides?
It is very hard to be an investor when you have been a founder before. The best way to describe an investor is you are a backseat driver. If you have been in the driver's seat before, there's always a temptation to wrest the steering out of the founder's hand. So that's the biggest challenge when you have been a founder and turned investor. I will tell you this though, which is it gives me a lot of credibility with founders when they know I have been in their seats before, number one. And number two, personally, it gives me a lot of empathy. If you have been a founder before, you know that you are putting your own career, your family's life, and your friends' lives at stake when you are building a company that nobody believes in you, right? So, as an investor, when I bring that empathy to the table, I think I'm a much more effective investor and a partner to the founder than if I didn't have that experience myself.
Great points. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate it very much.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed the questions. Thank you.